Hey everybody, movie fan Z here. So it's been a couple days since I've done a review, but the movie I'm going to be reviewing for you is actually the one of the big hits right now at the movie theater, and that is Oppenheimer. So this is a movie directed by Christopher Nolan, and it tells the story of J. Robert Oppenheimer, who was a big part in creating the atomic bomb. So this movie stars Cillian Murphy as uh, Oppenheimer, and it also stars other supporting cast like Emily Blunt, Robert Downey Jr., and Matt Damon. So let's get into what I think of this movie. Oh, before I do that, let's a new thing I'm going to do. Let's tell you where these people were before this movie. So Cillian Murphy is coming off of being the lead in that long-running series Peaky Blinders. Emily Blunt is coming off of 2021's Jungle Cruise, and Christopher Nolan is coming off of 2020's Tenet. Those are the only three I did. So let's get into this movie. So, I so watching the trailer, I was excited for it. And overall, I think it's good, but it's not great compared to what everybody else says. Let's start with the bad, that way we can end with the good. I think this movie is a little too long. It's about 3 hours, and I feel like you could have taken out probably 20 to 30 minutes, and I don't think it would have changed much of the movie. Another thing I didn't like is that if you're not familiar with the Manhattan Project or anything surrounding this, kind of like I was, they throw just so much information at you, especially at the beginning with names and just different things. And it's a lot to take in. And finally, just because of those two things mainly, this is not a rewatchable movie for me. I think for a lot of people it might be, but it's not one that I will plan out, especially because it is a 3 hour movie. And sometimes 3 hour movies go by quickly, and then other times, like this one, it feels like it's dragging at times. But let's get to the positives. I liked the effects, and I actually found out that they're all practical effects too, which makes it even better. I loved the score because it definitely elevated the movie, and I really liked all the performances, but especially Cillian Murphy and Emily Blunt. I thought those were definitely the two standouts. I know a lot of people were talking about Robert Downey Jr. I thought he was good, but I felt like at times it was a little too much. But overall, I'm going right in the middle. I'm going 2.5 Z's out of 5. Wanted to like this movie more, but just for me, wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. But that is my review for 2023's Oppenheimer. Come back next time for another review. So, Movie Fan Z signing off. Have a good night.